Warning, this podcast contains... My head hurts.
Again?
Yes.
Constantly. Hello everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for The Flash Season 2, Episode 18, versus Zoom. I am your host, Clio, and with me I have Dom and Nikki.
How's it going?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Peachy?
Peachy keen. Wow, so this was an episode. Where stuff happened.
Yeah.
So why does your head hurt, Dom?
It's the Time Remnant.
Yeah. Yeah, like what point in time did he snatch?
He said the past. And that's the part that really is fucking with me.
Yeah, but what?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was 5 minutes ago. Like, if he kills himself from the past, how does he exist in the present?
Yeah.
The one from we talked about on, we actually just went over it again on Legends this last week. The one from the future made sense.
Yeah.
That coherently makes sense in my head. This does not. I do not understand how killing yourself from the past is not going to get you killed in the present.
Unless he's already, like, established himself enough in the timeline. He's obviously time traveled. Mm-hmm. If he's established himself enough in the timeline to be independent, because that's the thing in the comics, is that in the comics, Reverse Flash and Zoom are the same person. But he established himself so much by going through time so much that it didn't matter what version of him you kill, he'd still be around in some form.
Well, because I know that they mentioned when Wells did it, or Eobard did it, that something about the Speed Force protected him. That's something that they had mentioned. I don't know, but I need a better answer because my head will not wrap around this one. There's no way. I'm not even going to try to sit here and figure it out because it does not make sense.
And they I was a little disappointed in how they presented that answer, because it was just like, oh yeah, it's my past. And I killed him. It's like, okay. Fine. I guess. This episode had a really heavy open. It was a child hunter with, a veteran father beating his wife and then murdering her. Mm-hmm. That, I was just like, wow, this is a Flash episode.
It felt like an Arrow episode.
Yeah, because that was supremely dark.
It was really dark.
And I mean, they put that right next to Barry seeing his mother die, and just how different those two scenarios were. And still, Zoom was like, you could have been... What do you guys think? You think he could have been? And if there was a way he could have ended up like Hunter?
I mean...
Maybe if he wasn't scooped up by a good family.
I mean, the situation was similar, but it was very different. Like, Barry witnessed something crazy going on that couldn't be explained, and he got zoomed out of the house, like, so fast. Not literally zoomed, but... Well,
yes.
You know what I mean. And then, like, this Hunter actually watched his father kill his mother. Like,
yeah.
Even though Barry's father was accused of killing his mother, Barry knew it wasn't him.
Yeah, the whole time Barry knew.
You know, so... Yes, there's similarities, but no, I don't think that Barry could have grown up that way unless the father, like, outright killed, maybe on an alternate Earth or something, but not in this current one. There's no way.
Yeah. But Nikki's also right. I liked what Nikki said because,
Your upbringing can change a lot. He could
Yeah.
be more. He can, like, Barry is an upstanding guy. I mean, he has his arrogant moments, but he could be a complete jerk and not really have that moral compass he has. Doesn't mean he's gonna go around killing people, but he can go around hurting people.
Yeah. But not just the events that he witnessed, but the fact that he got a good home, because Hunter went to this really shitty orphanage
Hmm.
that was not nurturing at all. That woman was so cold.
He got to keep the helmet at least.
Oh my god. That's yeah. I was like, oh my god, that's the helmet. No, stop. Put it back. Put it back where you found it.
Hmm.
It was brutal.
He likes parading around as the hero, just to tear people's hope away.
Right, which explains why.
Wells never liked him.
Well, not only that, but it explained why the Time Remnant of himself
Was where- yes.
was in Earth 2 before the breaches even opened. It explains that. So.
Wait, does it?
Yeah, because he just wanted to fuck with people. He didn't go grab himself from the passage just for the breaches. He had this going all along.
Oh yeah, because when the breach opened, he had his remnant
Yes.
like on the top of the building. So yeah, okay, yeah. But then, did he have a different plan? And then once the breach opened, he had a new plan, or or he just wanted to steal his own speed? Wait, hold on. He wanted to steal his own speed?
It's possible.
Yeah, okay, you've brought me into the fold. My head hurts too.
Yeah.
Moving
No,
on.
because I think if he keeps grabbing himself from the past and stealing his own speed, that's going to make him faster, and that's why he was using the Velocity 9, and then he was trying to steal more speed to get faster and faster. That's my theory. I don't know for sure, what's going on with that, but when the breach opened, he definitely had a different plan, and that's, now I'm going to take Barry's speed.
Yeah.
So he planted Jay, who doesn't actually exist, onto Earth 1.
Well, hold on. But that was his okay.
There is no man named Jay Garrick.
No.
They're both Hunter Zolomon.
That I know.
Yeah.
But because that's what I thought too. Like the remnant was the one on Earth 1 having the relationship.
It was. It 100% was.
But then, I mean, I guess because it was his past version of himself. How did the Hunter that's left know everything that Caitlin told him?
Because it's a past version of
past
himself.
self?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why killing him doesn't make sense in my head.
Yeah, kind of. It's why I said it.
Yeah. And
All right.
you see the residual effect of having the other Hunter, the Jay on Earth 1, flirting with Caitlin and having a relationship, and when she starts talking to Hunter Zolomon to try to get through to him, if there was anything, if you meant any of it, leave Barry alone, and then when he grabbed Caitlin and ran off, it's because he still felt something. Even though it
Which, I mean,
wasn't him, it was his Time Remnant.
yeah. I love all the ladies on this show, and they're all capable. But the fact that Caitlin keeps getting kidnapped, she gets kidnapped far too much.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah, anyway. They used the tachyons in the beginning of the episode. It worked. Barry's 4 times faster than he was, and faster than Zoom.
I mean, okay.
Why didn't they mention it?
Why didn't they mention Supergirl? I don't know. But I know that was the point where he went there because the
Yeah.
tachyon thing was still the size it was. And
Yeah.
he's like, how long was I gone? And they're like, oh, and then they just went off and he just pushed it aside and he went with them. Like, I don't know why he didn't say anything.
Yeah. There is... And in the trivia for this episode on the wiki, it says, strangely, when Wells tells Barry there is no way back to another Earth, Barry doesn't tell him how he accidentally ran to another Earth. It's like,
Right.
Now's the time. I understand why he didn't say it right away. But, like, when you're talking about getting to another Earth, now's the time to say, hey, I accidentally did it. What's up?
So, what really confused me is when Zoom goes back to the cave, and I thought the man in the iron mask was on Earth 2. And Wally's in the cage. Is there one on Earth? Like, because he was on Earth 1.
He was on Earth 2.
The portal's still open. When Cisco opened that portal, it's now open.
So Zoom grabbed Wally and took him back to Earth 2. But
okay.
I don't. Why did he mention Kara and Earth 3?
No, what did we name that?
No, it's Earth 3, Dom. I don't care what arbitrary number you gave it.
It's not Earth 3.
Barry lives in Earth 1.
It's Earth 1.5.
He traveled to Earth 2 first, and now Earth 3.
It's Earth 1.5.
Get out of here. Get out.
It's closest to Barry's Earth, and it's gonna merge. So it's Earth 1.5.
If it merges, then it'll just be Earth 1. But now it's Earth 3.
Right. So it's Earth 1.5. So when it merges,
we know how to count. Welcome to Sesame Street.
No. 1.5. It's too similar. It's not like Earth 2, which is drastically different.
I'm sorry. I was just so hung up on why didn't he mention it.
I agree.
So hung up on it.
Because I'm watching and I go, that's the point right there. That's when he did it. And he's like, how long was I gone? Like Nikki said, how long was he gone? Yeah. And I was like,
there it is.
Supergirl, spit it out. Rah!
Word vomit, please.
And nothing. And the fact that it was just completely unmentioned is what really irritated me too.
Yeah.
It almost makes it feel like it's not canon now, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it was okay, like CBS had the, go ahead for the crossover, but the CW didn't want to, sign on the dotted line.
It almost seems like what happened was they planned it and put it in and then didn't know how it was going to air and act and like what was going to happen. So they didn't want to write it into the script yet until after it was done. And then by that time it was probably too late. So they just glazed over it it's my best guess, but
now
they got some
somewhere
explaining
along
to do.
the line, hey, I went to another Earth by accident. It's like, why didn't you tell us that when we were trying to get to another Earth? Mm-hmm. Why would you leave that out? I hope they handle it just like that.
Yeah.
Those exact words.
And Cisco gets pissed off because they made him open the portal.
Yeah.
And he didn't want
what
to.
The hell, man?
Or we're going to go back and Barry's going to time travel and then actually go back in time. So at that point, he didn't do it in present day and he's got to go back in time and do it.
Can we
and
not?
That's another thing. When he time traveled, he spent a whole day there, right? At least.
I think so, yeah.
But no time passed on Earth 1. That also didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, why did no time pass? Did he also time travel at the same time?
You mean this episode? Or
when he went to Kara's Earth, did he also time travel?
I don't know if he time traveled.
Past?
I don't think he time traveled. I don't think there was any indication that he time traveled.
Well, the only indication is that no time passed on Earth 1. While at least 4 hours passed on Earth 3.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, did he also accidentally time travel? Which he's done before.
Yeah, it seems like that might be the case.
Yeah.
Because the way the time travel works is he just thinks about when in time he wants to be.
Yeah.
And he was probably just thinking about going back to when he was, so I don't think it was it was accidental, but like ending up exactly where he did was kind of on purpose.
Well, at least he didn't make any time wraiths this time.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
But yeah, I'm done ranting about that. So Cisco's trending on Twitter.
Is he?
He was, yes.
No, I wouldn't have known.
I'm sorry. I say it every time there's something with Cisco in any episode, but I love Cisco.
So the joke here, I gotta fill everybody in real quick.
Fill them in. Go ahead.
The joke here is I don't like to know anything about a TV show before I go to watch it. I avoid, like, especially Flash, everything like that. I stay off the internet.
Social media before when he hadn't watched The Walking Dead yet.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch The Walking Dead immediately. Like, I watch it a couple hours after, like 4 to 6 hours after it airs. And, not 46 hours, 4 to 6. And, I black out social media. Like, I stay away from everything. And I've been doing really well. Until just before we're about to watch The Flash, I'm on Skype with Nikki, and she goes, "Oh, Cisco's trending on Twitter." I went, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, now I'm thinking something serious happened to Cisco. I'm thinking he dies at the end of the episode, and I can't enjoy the whole rest of the episode now because I'm like, he's dead. He's gonna die. Like Zoom kills him at the end of the episode. So the whole episode, I'm just tunnel visioning,
It's okay.
tunnel visioning on Cisco, being like, okay, when's he gonna die? When's he gonna die? When's he gonna? And I just couldn't enjoy the episode.
It's okay, man. It's just fangirl feels is all.
Yeah, it's just, I was like, no.
Man,
The whole episode could have been spoiled for me. I would have watched it and not complained. It was just Twitter and a name. It wasn't even spelled right, so it wasn't even this Cisco.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
that.
No,
Everyone could have spelled Cisco's name wrong. Everyone spelled Cisco's name wrong. That's what happened.
Maybe they were talking about the thong song.
maybe that's had a comeback.
I thought those two names were spelled the same. They're not?
They're not.
They're not. Oh, okay. My bad.
The thong song guy has a Q. Is that how Cisco's name is
Of
spelled?
course it does. I forgot. It's been so long since the 90s.
Yeah, there's no Q in Cisco.
I know there's no Q in this Cisco. I thought there was not a... Never mind. Moving on.
Yeah, it's SISQO.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not even close.
Not even the close at all.
Anyway.
The thong.
Stop. I mean, Barry and Cisco's moments were really awesome to me. I really liked, their conversations, and Barry's like, "Yeah, you can do this. You got this, bro. Don't worry. Gotta calm down." And it's like there's that weird fear that, Barry has too. It's like, yeah, this stuff is we're powerful, and we just have to be better than that.
I liked the whole Vader speech that Cisco gave Barry.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
think
made a lot of sense.
Yeah. He's Anakin. I think that's been weighing on his mind since he saw his doppelganger. I mean, he made the joke about Vadering me, but
Right, but also keep in mind, Luke grew up, with the power of the Force too, and Luke didn't end up evil in most iterations of Star Wars. There was some expanded universe stuff that is no longer canonical, but it was at one point.
yeah. I mean, the dark side's always there. It doesn't go anywhere.
I just hate the fact that Cisco had to even mention the word metachlorians. I try to pretend like that doesn't exist.
Why? Why?
Because as Star Wars is only episode 4, 5, and 6. There's nothing else. There's not even anything after 6. It's just 4, 5, and 6. That's it.
I'm telling you, man. Clone Wars and Rebels, they're gems.
I don't disagree, but I look at that as non-canonical.
Yeah.
Including episode 1, 2, 3, and 7. They're non-canonical in my head.
Yeah. No, I think honestly the Anakin Vader analogy was perfect. Because he saw Reverb as a future himself, and that he could turn into funny joke.
Funny joke.
No. It wasn't a funny joke.
What kind of car do I drive?
A Toyota. Funny joke.
Oh my god.
Now we're stealing jokes.
Sorry, Game Grumps.
Joke stealers.
Sorry, Game Grumps. It's just too funny.
Was that Game Grumps?
That was Game
Yes,
Grumps.
yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Oh.
That was Aaron Hansen all the way. So sorry. Anyway, we're on the roll of you know, pop culture analogies, and Hunter Zolomon to Hannibal Lecter was a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Cisco compared him to that for like the serial killer part.
And then we saw him in the mask.
The mask. Yeah, he had the mask getting the electroshock. I mean, that's why his mask looks like that.
Yeah.
With the slits and stuff. It's because it's his origin.
It's fucking creepy, that's why.
Yeah, no, really fucking creepy.
I mean, he wants to be creeptastic. That's one way to do it.
Yeah. And I mean, if that freaking crazy house didn't look dilapidated while he was being treated, now it definitely looks dilapidated now that nobody's there. I really like the parallel, how on Earth 1 it's like a refurbished, you know, children's hospital wing, and like in Earth 2 it's like just abandoned, disgusting.
Like, you know, almost like a POW camp, but not, you know, it's like some torture, you know, place. Yeah,
and POW is apt because we think the you know, the guy locked out the Man in the Iron Mask, which Barry called him the Man in the Iron Mask.
He did.
I'm very proud of him.
He did. So, Cisco hasn't been. Right? Did Cisco meet him?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, you're right. I'm waiting for Cisco to call him Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh God.
Then my life will be complete.
Yes,
I don't think he's gonna say the full name, but he will like say Leo.
Yeah.
Or Caprio or something like that, just so that it's thrown that way.
Yeah. But he does the cipher that's like a soldier thing. The grid cipher with the Morse code.
He did it a little bit to
Wally.
But there was only enough time that he maybe got like 2 letters out, so I didn't even bother trying to go back and translate it.
Yeah.
If it was like a whole word, I would have like sat there and figured it out like I did, you know, the last time. But there was only like 2 or 3 knocks and it was done. And I was like, no, that's enough.
Yeah, and it's I mean, Wally's very smart, but it's not. I don't think that's something he would have gotten to.
No, it took Barry's collected effort with Jesse to figure it out last time. So.
Yeah, and they were trying for like hours, actively trying for hours. So yeah, and it's I was actually really sad seeing the Man in the Iron Mask just get so like defeated when Zoom showed up. He's just like, no, I was trying to knock something. Why? I just want to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Mo Omer.
Mm-hmm.
Chad was asking, after what Zoom said about the Men in the Iron Mask, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I think was the line he said. You wouldn't believe me if I told you who it was.
Mm-hmm.
Have you changed your theory on who he is?
No. I still think it's Earth 1 Eddie, because I would not believe that if I was Barry.
Earth 1 Eddie?
Yes.
Oh, I thought your theory was...
Oh, yeah, sorry, Earth 2 Eddie. But, yeah, I'm starting to think it might be Earth 1 Eddie now.
Interesting. Yeah, no,
No, that's what I was thinking, and you're like, no, it can't be. He died. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, so I guess it's slightly changed, but in my mind it's not changed because it's the same guy. Even though they're 2 completely different people.
I mean, I don't know.
It's a possibility that it's Earth 2 Eobard, too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I don't know.
You'd have to have some sort of military background. So, I mean, because of the knocking, the cipher, that just seems like obvious to me that he'd have to have some sort of navy or something.
Right. So Eddie fits that bill, but we don't know much about Eobard. And especially we don't know anything about Earth 2 Eobard. So there's a possibility that Eobard went back in time on Earth 2 to go stop the Flash, aka Jay Garrick, you know, the way that he did the same thing for Barry Allen on Earth 1, and ended up locked up. That's a possibility.
I would agree with you if, you know, the Jay Garrick Flash in Earth 1 was actually a hero, but he's not. He was just a villain pretending to be a hero.
Right.
So that kind of, you know, I don't think that he would do anything to
well,
earn
maybe
the
he went.
ire
Maybe he
of-
went to try to defeat Zoom or something. Maybe he's a good guy on this Earth.
That would be a nice twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clearly, whoever it is, it's clearly someone who has the power to stop him. Has the
Or
power to stop
has
Zoom.
the knowledge, or the knowledge to stop him, so that he can hand off the knowledge to somebody who can.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Which he's been trying to do with the Nox.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's been understanding him. Yeah. The plan to catch Zoom was a solid plan. They psychologically tripped him up, got him trapped, but then Barry was monologuing.
He was pulling like a Dr.
Why
Evil,
be monologuing?
where you just spew out your entire plan in front of them while they
it's
escape in
just
front
like-
of your eyes.
Yeah, and yes, okay, you have him anchored to the floor, but now you have a full-length conversation with him? What was the plan after you captured him? How are you going to stop him? Like, I feel like it's a half plan.
Well, it's more than Kara's plan, which is no plan.
That's true. That's true, but it felt like a half plan.
Wait. What did you call her?
Kara.
Are you Cat Graham now?
Kira.
She
Kira?
says Kira. I am not quite cat, but
Not
she
you're
is
half a
my.
cat.
She's my lady. She's
You're
my
close.
lady.
You're close.
Half a cat.
Kara.
Kara goes in no cock.
Nope.
Whereas Barry goes in half cocked.
Wow. Well, I would hope that she went in.
Oh, I'm done for
You
tonight.
did it. You did it, Reddit. Congratulations. Yeah, caught him monologuing. Shouldn't have been monologuing. Should have had a full plan.
And the thing that really bothered me about that whole scene is he had the smuggest smirk on his face, like he had just won. And you can't just
I know.
assume. Barry, no.
You should know better. But the thing that's got me thinking the most, and I don't know what to do with these thoughts, is that his eyes go black and he goes, "You can't lock up the darkness." And then fucking Hulk strength. What is happening? And then fucking like Hulk strengths out of the thing, and
Okay.
why?
Because that's what Barry is, I guess.
When you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me.
Hey, thank you for the visual representation of a joke everyone's heard a million times.
No one's ever heard of it.
No,
Ever.
of course not. Never ever.
Funny joke.
Jeez.
When his eyes go black, he says, "You can't lock up the dark" in a super evil voice. I mean, it didn't. I'm now thinking he's more than just a speedster. I'm now thinking there's something more to him than just fast.
There is, and I know I'm tossing a million ideas around with Eobard, but it could be Eobard as well.
You think that?
It could be in Hunter's body. They could be like fighting for control or something. I don't know. They could be fused together.
Oh, weird. Okay, I'm in it. Maybe that's why maybe that would be a reason why he has Eddie locked up, because if he's got Eobard in him, then Eddie would have knowledge to take him down.
Yep.
And be able to take him down by killing himself again. So yeah, no, that's interesting. Yeah, because the black eyes and the demon voice, I was like, you can't just be fast. That can't be your only deal. You need to have another deal.
Maybe it was just acquiring all the extra speed force that's corrupting him.
It could be a product of
Because that happened before.
velocity.
Yeah, could be a product of velocity. But I mean, that happened before he got Barry speed. He did the whole demon thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's been that way as Zoom the whole time. You know, now this is the first time that we're seeing Jay do it or Hunter do it without the costume on. So we're just like, okay, it's more than just the costume.
Yeah.
You know, I figured it was a voice change or something, but no, it's not.
He's actually just doing those voices.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to be fair, Barry does change his voice with his
Right.
speed.
And we saw him do it in front of Wally.
Yeah.
This episode.
Yeah. But, I mean...
And how did Wally not
Smoot's
recognize
different.
Barry? Like, it's so obvious. Like,
I don't know, because, listen, kidnapping is stressful, man.
yeah, but
You're not
still.
paying attention.
Like, Cleo, if you walked in the house with, like, a line across your nose and then, like, your eyes and everything was visible, and let's just say that I hadn't even seen you for, like, 3 months.
My mask is downstairs.
I'm just saying, let's say I hadn't seen you for 3 months. I'd still know it was you. Like,
Out of reach.
you know, if you just randomly showed up at my house in Connecticut, you know, and...
With the Winter Soldier mask on and just like...
yeah, yeah, it was just your eyes, that's all I saw, and I'd be like, that's Cleo. Like, he spent enough time with Barry.
You would be unfazed. Like, I would be sitting in the corner, like, dark corner, just like this, and you'd be like, oh, hey, Cleo.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, Cleo, I'm going to Dunkin', you want anything?
The blackest of coffees.
You can't contain the darkness in this coffee. 2 creams, 1 sugar.
That's not black coffee if you put cream in it.
That's why you can't contain it.
Alright. Yeah, man, I don't know. They give Zoom what he wants. They give him Barry speed. I was waiting the whole time. I was like, this is a trap. It's a trap. He's put, like, this crap in it that's gonna suck Zoom speed, and it's all gonna be over, and then Zoom just gets everything. He's got everything.
Including Caitlyn.
Including Caitlyn. He was gonna kill Barry.
So the only thing that's left is to pump Barry full of velocity.
Oh God, don't do it.
No, don't.
How else are they gonna get
Barry's
Cisco
gonna
back?
love it.
How are they gonna? What are they gonna do? Like, is Cisco gonna become a superhero now and like go stop him himself?
Vibe!
I don't think so.
Or
Yes!
Wally and his genius with his little engine that he's thinking of will think of something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it's gonna be in conjunction with velocity.
Maybe.
Velocity 10. We'll round it off and make it, you know, final product.
Let me read the synopsis for next episode. Back to normal, a metahuman with super strength named Griffin Gray mistakes Harry for Earth 1 Harrison Wells and kidnaps him, demanding that Wells cure him from his current condition. Realizing another brilliant Wells could help track Griffin's location, Barry asks Jesse to help. Meanwhile, Wally corners Joe about the Flash.
Okay, so, yeah, obviously Wally's gonna have questions because he just saw all of them with the Flash. So, he's gonna have questions. Iris was there, Joe was there, you know, some other people that he knows were there, like, because they all went to that club together, you know, so he knows Cisco and Caitlyn and all those people that were there, so, you know, Wally knows, so he's gonna have a lot of questions for Joe. But as far as, Jesse, like, what the hell does Barry knows where she is all of a sudden? Like,
Maybe he finds her.
Maybe
I
they
think-
have a little thing on the side.
She's underage.
Doesn't matter.
no.
No, you're right. She's underage. She's like 19.
No, because everything that's going on with Iris, and Iris wants to be with Barry, and she's toying with them,
Yeah,
and
stop it. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't even write that. I didn't even...
You know what? I
It's
don't
a
even want
weird...
to talk.
hey, but she didn't go on the date with her boss.
She didn't. You're right. She didn't.
So, because I was watching the episode with Nikki on Skype, and she, as soon as like Iris is like, oh, I don't know about Barry and my feeling, and Nikki just yelled out, whore! And I was like, she didn't even go on the date with the guy.
Okay, like I said,
Well,
I've explained this
yeah.
before. There's characters that I pinpoint in every show I watch, and I can't help it. I just hate on them so freaking bad that I just have the worst mouth, and I call them every name in the book.
Like
I
Laurel and Emma.
Yes, exactly.
But like, I get your hatred for Iris initially because me and Cleo had the same thing. Like when they were like, "What?
I wanted to
What?"
like her so badly. I
Yeah.
wanted to like her. So
Right.
At first, I
But-
did compare her to Laurel, and like she is better. She's so much better than Laurel. Just gonna go out and say that. I do like Iris more than Laurel, and for me to say I like a character more than another is great. You know,
Yeah.
that's a good step.
Yep.
you're insane.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah. I think that's all we got, right?
Sure.
Dom, where can the people find you?
With a migraine down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM, and where I'm gonna go back in time and grab my past self and then kill it in front of my future self.
Kill it?
Yeah.
You're an it?
My past self, isn't it?
Gotcha.
I'm gonna kill it in front of my future self.
Where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, LADVenom24, LADYVENOM24.
And you can find me at Cleomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can find all of us at Podcast, ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and video games. Until next time, goodbye.
And it wasn't whore, I said slut.
Slightly better.
Slightly.
Not really. I hear Cisco's trending on Twitter.